Hi, my name is Kayla. I am 28 years old and I came to Hannah's house on February 3rd, 2022. I had a very good childhood growing up. I was involved in a lot, but I always just felt like I didn't fit in. My father and my mother were not together as I was growing up. When I was 12 years old, I just started to go to my dad's a little bit more. He had got a girlfriend and she was actually interested in him and his family, so I got to go over there more and I enjoyed it because I got attention and I felt loved. But she was the one at 12 to give me my first pill. I remember the first pill I did, I knew I found what I was in love with, and I knew that I would do everything and anything to chase that high. I had been married for a year and a half. I was trying to lead a double life. When he was home from work, I was a very caring, loving wife. I made sure chores were done, he was taken care of, and I put on a good facade. But when he was away at work, I was making up excuses and lies, stealing in order to support my habit and pretend like no one knew. I knew something had to change. So I moved in with my grandma and I was gonna go to school to be a medical assistant. I got divorce papers and custody papers, and it was started to all hit me that he has his own home, he has a job, he's never had the background like I had, and I would never be able to win in court. So I went out on a week bender with crack and I never finished school. I fired my lawyer in court the day that we were supposed to go for trial, and I gave him full custody of our daughter. I started to isolate. I started to ignore people. I went 5 months, if not longer, not calling my daughter, not seeing my daughter. I moved from drug dealer to drug dealer to be able to support my habit. At that point, I really wished I wasn't alive anymore. My great-grandma found Hannah's house's phone number and called me and told me that she found the place that she thinks would be best for me. They're faith-based, and I had never been to a faith-based treatment center before, but at that point I figured it was time to do something different. I was willing to try anything to get sober. Coming to Hannah's was the biggest blessing that could have ever happened in my life. I will never forget walking down the sidewalk coming in, but I was greeted with love and no judgment by the staff working here. I've never met a program or a place out there that truly wants to see people do the best that they can in their life and will try and do what they can to provide that for them. Structure was what I needed. I was missing that in my life. I had never read a Bible before. I had never opened a Bible before. And I truly felt no judgment. I was able to ask any question I wanted without fear of being made fun of or felt stupid. They gave me love and showed me love until I was able to learn to love myself. I'm only sitting here today because of Jesus. God has helped restore a lot of my relationships in my life. I see my family almost every week. It's grandparents, my mom. My ex-husband and I are learning how to co-parent in healthy ways, which have never happened before, but it's a beautiful thing. Every other weekend, I'm able to bring my daughter Adelaide to my apartment and let her spend the weekend with me. I'm very grateful for that because for the first time, I get to be a present mom. I get to be able to read stories with her. I'm able to take her to the park and truly be present in the moment and enjoy being a mom. I graduated a year to the day that I came into Hannah's on February 3rd, 2022. The Warren Family Mission truly cares about the people that come through their doors. If you're a man or woman struggling with addiction, I would urge you to call the Warren Family Mission. I truly don't know where I would be without them today.